They slip in all those fees. They make billions from the fees because what they'll do is they'll say everything's free unless you mess up. Once you mess up, you make one little mistake, it's like, oh, $35 fee. 30, anybody have that happen where you something goes wrong with your bank account, next thing you know, you got four or five big old fees of like $35, $40 a piece, and it just eats through everything. So you want to be careful about those little poverty traps. High interest debt is one of them because they know that when you're financially desperate, they can take advantage of you. So understanding your money flow, that matters. That's self-explanatory. What else? Next thing you want to do is build your emergency fund. Get that $1,000 emergency fund. Start with small amounts. All savings should be automated. Just have automatic withdrawal. And this is more important than investing in the beginning. You're not at a point where you're trying to prosper. You're at a point where you're trying to get to the to stability. You're trying to stabilize the patient. You're not trying to, have the patient run the Olympics. You're trying to keep the patient from dying. So the stability starts with that emergency fund, and then you go into investing over time. Financial literacy is something that it should be embraced at a very high level at this stage because I learned most of what I learned about finance in the beginning. I learned it while I was broke. I learned it when I was in college. I didn't have any money. So when I finally got money, I kind of knew everything I needed to know because it doesn't cost nearly as much to learn things as it does to actually have assets. So my capital base wasn't in my bank account. My capital base was in my brain. So things like the $5 a day plan, which you can find at blackwealthmasterplan.com. That's blackwealthmasterplan.com. Just knowing the difference between being rich and wealthy. Basic investing. I've explained to you all how stock market investing is so easy that they've even trained monkeys to do it. It's not that hard to do. And I want you to not be afraid. Also, increasing your income aggressively is something that really can help pull you out of a spot. If I'm young and I'm broke, or if I'm old and I'm broke, I sit down. My number one obsession would be how do I figure out how to make some money? How do we figure out how to sell a product? Where do people get income from? Where does income come from? Because wealth comes from income. So if you get income, then you have an opportunity to build wealth. So when people say there aren't any opportunities, it's not just so much about job opportunities, because a job, unfortunately, sometimes that's an opportunity to waste your life. That's an opportunity to have to give up 12 hours a day, making very small amounts of money. The real opportunity is the opportunity to generate income in a way where you can also have a little bit of time and that ability to build the wealth and still at the same time have a wealthy life. So moving on, let's go to the next stage. Okay, so you get past level one. So let me back up. So here's some warnings about level one that you want to be careful about. Number one, be careful about credit cards. Credit cards kick you in the butt. Payday loans, living beyond your means. All these things will keep you where you are. Also, get rich quick schemes. These blessing looms and paid pyramid schemes and all that stuff. What they do in many cases is they're taking advantage of your desperation and your greed. That's how the devil gets you. The devil finds desperate people and tempts you with something with big promises. And I say the devil meaning whatever it is that pulls you into bad situations.